Hi guys, in this video we're going to talk about the 6 steps to starting the keto diet.
If you want things to change, you have to change some things.
Welcome to the channel. I'm Marty Brandon, the Keto Coach, helping you lose weight, keep it off with the keto lifestyle. The first thing we need to do is discuss what is a keto diet. A keto diet is a low carb, high fat, moderate protein, or as I say, protein attached. You're eating for fat, protein comes along for the ride, that will lower insulin because of lower carbohydrates, and you're able to calm that insulin down and enter into a metabolic state where you use your adipose tissue or fat for fuel. This is what we're trying to do. God made us to store fat. We don't store carbs, we don't store grains, we store fat. So that's the way we want to run our body, because that's the excess fuel we're carrying around, and this is the way to get in there and be able to use it as a fuel. Most people today are eating a terribly high carb diet. Very often do they eat high carbs. In between meals they might drink a bunch of carbs in a drink or a juice or a smoothie or a shake or whatever, and so we have a constant high carbohydrate, high sugar, high insulin state of being. And that's what's causing us to be unhealthy, and that's what's causing us to be achy, groggy, cloggy, foggy in the brain. It's causing a lot of autoimmune, and so a lot of conditions are caused by this chronic state of sugar and insulin. So being keto takes all those things off the table over time because the cause is gone. So I'm very excited to tell you how to do keto, because I know what it did for me and I know what it can do for you. All right, so the way the body works is we store fat, so we need to learn to burn fat for fuel. That is done in what's called ketosis. It's where the liver takes the fat when there's scarcity of carbohydrates. Your body will switch over in a week or two to using the fat that you are stored for fuel. It will take that, break it down, turn it into ketones, which is where we get ketosis. You're in that state of ketosis where you're using ketones for fuel, and then that will generate a fat burning process that will reduce your weight, reduce your inflammation, and increase your energy over time, your mental clarity over time, the way you overall generally feel. And with that, let's get down to the steps of how to start the keto diet. Hey, we'll get right back to the video. But before we do, can I ask you to do me a favor? Help me get this message out to more people. YouTube is looking at how many people like this video and how many people comment down below. So if you would give us a like, or give us a comment, or both, it'll help the YouTube realize that this is something they need to share with the rest of the community. Also, if you love it and you want more of it, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. When I come out with a new video, you'll get a pop-up notification to let you know it's out. With that, we get back into the video. Step 1, set a date. I don't think you should put your date off too far. Also don't think you can be ready by tomorrow unless you've been in the actual part of this process where you're already getting prepped. I would say that Mondays are the best day to start, unless the first is, 4 or 5 days out for you right now. But Mondays are great. I always make Mondays re-energized keto day. So Mondays are great. Set a date, log it down, make some promises to some people that you cannot break, and start on that date. Step 2, photograph yourself, measure yourself, weigh yourself. You have no way of knowing how important your befores will be until you get good afters, and then like my last video had no befores. I have done some digging and found some, but I've lost a hard drive and I didn't have any befores, and so I'm very glad that I found some. I'm going to put one right here, or maybe a big one right here, and I'm going to put some befores down, but you could be the next YouTube coach. You don't know. So get your measurements. And also, another good thing about measuring, let's say you go a week without losing any weight, but you had your measurements and you're measuring and you're going, well, I didn't lose weight, but I lost inches. Maybe I'm building muscle while losing weight, therefore net even, but I'm smaller. So it's a good idea to measure yourself. You want to measure widest point at the chest, widest point at the belly button, waist, widest point at the hips and butt. And then if you want to do biceps, quads, calves, whatever you want to do there, that's good too. So photo, measure, and weigh. Step 3, clean house. I don't mean cobwebs and dust bunnies. I mean carbohydrates and sugars. I want you to get rid of the stuff that you don't need in your house. Hopefully you're going to have everybody in the house on board with you. If not, tell them you need this section or this shelf or this drawer in the pantry or in the refrigerator and this shelf in the pantry. These are my foods. I'm not going to be eating your foods in these other shelves, and y'all don't eat mine. Because it is not right for someone who's not on keto to eat a keto person's keto cookie. That ain't right. That was a post I saw this week, but it's a good point. You take your keto cookies to work and some non-keto person who eats sugar eats your cookie, that ain't cool. Get your house in order when it comes to the food that's available to you. That's what I want you to do by cleaning house. Step 4, I want you to plan. I want you to plan out that week that starts Monday to have in your house, in your refrigerator, everything you're going to need to get through that week without running out of food, running out of something that's salty or sweet or whatever that is that you like that's going to be your trip up. You need that in your house so you don't make some failure in the middle of the night on Wednesday when, in your first week. So have everything you need bought, prep some meals, buy some snacks that you can carry to and from wherever you're going, jerky, pork skins, whatever you need, whatever makes you happy. But get that all prepped. Also prep for a really tough one, and that is cheats. And I don't want to talk about this long, but I will tell you this. When it comes to cheating, never cheat a little every day. Never cheat in the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks of your entry into getting into ketosis. Never cheat spur of the moment by seeing something and succumbing to it. Only cheat if you choose to cheat and you schedule it where you say, I have this coming up or I have that coming up, or it's been long enough that I just really want to go eat bad for a day. Whatever it is, it's got to be scheduled. Then you're not cheating in the first place. We're going to change the name. A day off of keto, a day off plan. However you want to think about it, it's not cheating. Cheating is when you see something tempting and you go ahead and do that thing you know you don't want to do. That's cheating. I don't call it cheating because we're going to go right to this date on the calendar. We're going to say, Nana's 85th birthday party. Booyah. I'm going to eat some cake. That's not a cheat. That's a planned day off. Okay, enough about cheating. Step 5 is get started. I'm going to cover a couple of the details right here. Track your carbs. Keep them around 20, 25 carbs a day. And that is total carbs, not net carbs. Don't believe the hype about subtracting fiber and subtracting sugar, alcohols. Just count carbs and don't eat them. If it's got more than a carb or two in it, don't eat it. It's not going to be good for your goals. It's not going to be good for how you want to feel. Second, drink lots of fluids. In that category of lots of fluids, I don't care if it's Diet Coke, coffee, unsweetened tea, as long as it doesn't have calories in it. And as long as it makes you wet, if you pour it on yourself, it is an approved drink in my plan. I want you to drink lots of fluids because you're going to shed all your fluids and you're going to shed all your salts when you start shedding all those carbohydrates you got built up and when you quit eating them. So with that in mind, you need to eat more salt. You got to eat, let your mouth tell you what you want to do. If it tastes salty, you got enough salt. If you wished it was saltier, put some salt on it because your body and your mind and your mouth are saying you need more salt. Follow the cues of your body. Take those two and blend them together, and I think this is a great plan every day. Buy a 20 ounce, if you drink a lot like me, a 30 ounce, 32 ounce, 0 calorie sports drink. There's one called G2 from Gatorade. If you buy the more citrusy flavor, the orange, the green, the yellows, those over there that are kind of tart, you can add some salt, a teaspoon or so, or half a teaspoon into that Gatorade, shake it up once or twice a day, and this will help with a potential adaptation phase problem we call leg cramps and toe cramps in the middle of the night. So eat more salt, drink lots of fluids, track your carbs, listen to your body, replace some foods that you're going to get rid of. And I don't mean make keto cookies and keto donuts. What I mean is there's a lot of food in this world you haven't tried since you were a kid because you know you don't like it, but you don't know that you still don't like it. And you're going to take a whole list of foods out of your life. So maybe you should go try some things you haven't tried in a while and see if you can find some stuff that you'd really love. I did that. I now eat a list of foods that I never ate. I eat mushrooms. I eat celery. I adore olives, and I hated them when I started it. I eat oysters. I've had sardines. And I just did this on purpose. Took me 12 days to learn to like olives. Now I love them. The purple ones are my favorite, but you can have green as your favorite or black or whichever, garlic stuffed. I love them all now. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Try some new foods to replace all the things you're giving up so that you can have some variety and you don't get that thing that everybody's going to tell you, well, that's boring. All you're eating is steak, eggs, and cheese. First off, bacon, eggs, cheese, and steak is about all I need anymore because that's the best food on the planet. But it doesn't get boring, and you can supplement it with a whole bunch of foods you've not had in many years or never really had much in your life. So that would be my list on getting started. And number 6, very important, is have some accountability, have a tribe. The way I'd recommend you doing that is get in a Facebook group, track your journey, post it on Instagram if you're on Instagram. Come to our tribe. I'd love to have you come to my tribe. I'm on Facebook. I have the Keto Clan Facebook page, which you can come, friend request us, and we will welcome you and encourage you. And we would love to have your input to make the Keto Clan better, where you can put in there, hey, getting started. Week later, you're like, hey, I lost 5 pounds and I'm very excited. And here's a new recipe I found online, and help make Keto Clan a better accountability tribe for those around us, and come there to be helped. Also TikTok or whatever, but you want a way to share this with the rest of the world. And so that's the 6 steps. Set a date, photo measure and weigh yourself, clean up house, plan for the future, plan for this week, get started, and get a tribe. And with that, I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. All right, in this video, I'm wearing my #YesToMeat shirt I got from Dr. Berry about a year and a half ago. Big shout out to Dr. Berry. He's why I'm here. And he was the video creator that I followed. He was the doctor that I followed so much. And one of the things he teaches, besides keto and carnivore and eating right and feeling great and all those things, is he teaches that you got to share it with people. And so he's why I'm here doing this now. So in my first real instructive video, I wanted to wear this shirt and say thanks to Dr. Berry. I wouldn't iron a shirt to go to church most days, but I ironed this so it would look better because it is my favorite t-shirt. I like to wear it to the gym a lot, but love Dr. Berry, love meat. Thought it worked good. Thanks, guys. Also, if you want... Oh gosh. Welcome to the channel. And if you love it, and you want more of it, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell so that you'll get notifications when I make videos, and you can get... Hey, we'll be right back to the video, but I got a quick favor from you. Hey, we'll be right back to the video, but a quick favor real quick. If you like this comment, it's not good enough. With that, we get back into the video. That wasn't too bad. That's when you you realize you don't have your dang microphone on. That sucks. Hey, if you like the content, that intro. Love you. See you in the next one. If you want some things to change, hey, if you made it this far, you must have liked the content. Appreciate you watching to the end. That's enough of that.